will continue on our walk in Ferry Point, and I think we're stopping to look at this view of the city.
Yeah, I think so. One of many views of the city right here. It's a little hazy right now.
It is really hazy. Yeah, the other day it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
I guess that's the airport over there?
I guess so. There's a plane
LaGuardia?
coming over here.
It must be.
Yeah, I believe it's LaGuardia.
And then there's this nice setup for viewing the city.
Yeah, single chair. And there appears to be a shipwreck straight ahead.
Oh, do you think that's what that is?
I believe it is, yeah. Like right
weird.
straight ahead from me, and then I think you're looking at this thing that's to the left there a little bit. I don't believe that's a shipwreck. The thing that's straight ahead on the way looking at LaGuardia, I believe it, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, but cool coastline. There's also another plane here.
Oh, there it is.
Up in the air. So we were here Monday, and Monday when we were here, there were, I guess, a group of drone enthusiasts, and they all had the VR helmets, that are VR goggles that allow you to see what the drone sees, and they were doing like racing practice or something.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then yesterday, there were some RC cars in the same spot where the drones were.
What is an RC car?
Remote controlled car. And then today, there is this man doing model jet flying around.
I just noticed there's also another one. It looks like he has a friend. There's a red one up there too.
Oh, cool. Well, we'll see them as we go around. But, you know, there's a lot of space here, and I guess especially in this time of year, you know, there is enough space that you wouldn't hit somebody if people are around. Although it looks like there's some people just chilling right under them currently.
I mean, it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. It's interesting. I never really thought of that as being a pastime.
Yeah.
But we've actually noticed quite a number of model airplane fields that are like I don't think this is a designated model airplane field.
No, I don't believe so.
But there are at least, how many have we seen? I can count 3, I think, throughout the city, and I bet there's more.
There's the one in Staten Island.
Yeah.
That was basically being used every day we went there.
Right.
There was the one in Marine Park, which we haven't visited. Is there a third one you're thinking of, or are you counting this?
I do think there's a third, but I can't remember where.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing. I just never realized that was, it's cool. It's a cool hobby that I like, that it has some designated spots.
I don't even know if I'm actually catching this. I should probably just stop chasing it with the camera.
Yeah, it's probably hard to see on the camera.
But it's really, I mean, you can probably hear it better than you can see it. But yeah, it's cool that it's happening.
Oh, here's one low. Here, it's coming home.
Whoa, oh wow. Man, it's so much bigger once it gets...
It's really big. It's like almost as big as that guy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
It is. I traded my child for this.
It's definitely bigger than a child.
Yeah. This bird is chasing, or is there a drone now? There's a drone that's chasing the thing.
Oh, I think they might be filming it.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh yeah, the drone crew is over, they're sitting under the tree there.
Oh, here, this one's
here
coming
comes the other one.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. What?
Oh.
What? It's like...
Well, it's funny because there's also like real planes flying over. Yeah, this is very fun.
Yeah. Let's go take another look at the shoreline.
Okay.
There's a lot of opportunities to do this around here. The park is like 1.5 miles long. And
as big as City Island, where we were last
yeah,
week.
You're right. And it's named after the Ferris family, the area Ferry Point, which got me wondering if were ferries named after the Ferris family, but it turns
maybe.
They're not. They're not. I looked up just in case. But that did make me wonder, was it really named after the Ferris family or what? But maybe people with the last name Ferris worked in the ferry trade or something.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah. Wow, yeah, it is hazy today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. But you can see kind of the marshy wetlands vibe that's going on here. Really nice. And yeah, I guess they've put a lot of investment into developing this area over the last 10 years or so, the Parks Department has. And I feel like this is a really nice park. It has a lot of potential to serve people in the area really well.
Yeah, it's, I mean, we'll see more as we get into it, but the area that we just came through with all the picnic tables and barbecues and stuff is really nice. And then, of course, these fields that we're looking at, all the water, coastline. And as we go further out this way, it's not quite like a hiking trail, but it is quiet and just open with a lot of really nice trees that we're gonna see.
Yeah.
And it's also right next to the highway, which is like, I feel like, yeah, this has been something that, it's so funny to me. I mean, we've walked now all the way to Kazakhstan through New York, and I'm still like blown away by the, I guess, juxtaposition is the word to use, where we have this like really quaint park, beautiful water that you can't swim in, and then like kind of nasty highway, but it looks nice, like the bridge is really nice looking. Just what we have here in the city. This is just what this city is. It's like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
All right smacked up next to each other.
I think you can swim in here.
Really?
I understand what you're saying, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. It's the
Oh.
Pelham Bay and the East River. It's far enough away from a lot of the traffic. I don't know if I would be eager to do so. I mean, it's not like prime beach property, but we're not that far away from Orchard Beach in terms of like how different the water quality would be.
That's true. I guess it's just that it's like right under the
It's just marshy.
bridge
I'm not.
and
Yeah.
whatever that is out there, bulb.
I think it's BMLP. I don't know. 'Cause it's like literally in the lettering that you get an eye test in. I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
update my prescription.
Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right now that I look at it a little more.
But yeah, as Jesse mentioned at the top of the show, the walk is titled the Throgs, and this area, the southeast Bronx area. So in addition to this park, we go during the course of the walk under the Throgs Neck Bridge. However, it's currently off limits
Right.
to the public because down where the Throgs Neck is the Maritime College. And as with all campuses in New York City right now, or at least it seems all campuses, they are closed to the public.
Yeah, due to COVID, they don't want people walking around. We did talk to the guard there. He was a character, and he wasn't, I don't know if I'd call him apologetic, but he definitely wanted to keep talking about it for like much longer than necessary. He wasn't just like, no, it's closed, go away. It was more like a long conversation of like, no, it's closed because people were coming in for COVID, and you know, it might open soon. I hope it opens soon, but you know, you guys can't come in and use the bathrooms. And we're like, we've never been here. We wanted to come in for the first time ever.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, I don't know. It was a funny little
It definitely seemed like
character.
for somebody that's a guard, he didn't have the way to talk to people down.
No.
It really seemed like he was afraid we were going to run between his legs and he was going to be like, hey, get back here. Come on.
Yeah.
But, you know, so we didn't get a chance to quite literally go under
No.
the Throgs Neck
Hopefully
Bridge.
we can come back when
Maybe one time.
this
can.
is.
But the neighborhoods around the Throgs Neck Bridge, we get an opportunity to walk around this week, and we were thinking at the start of the week, this is really one of the last jars of peanut butter we get on this project. This is the last week really that we have territory that is majority untapped by our walking feet so far.
I like your, I've never heard someone use that phrase before.
I think earlier
for
this month I
something
said
like
carton
this.
of ice cream. Now I'm saying jar of peanut butter. So
Oh.
just the
So
unspoiled
we're just
nature.
using a dirty spoon for the rest of the next 2 months.
For the next 2 months, we will be working on jars that have been eaten already, with the exception of our Loose Ends Brooklyn walk in several
Right.
weeks, which again, we'll be walking through neighborhoods we've already been through in order to hit some areas we haven't been to yet. But yeah, I mean, it really is, this month in general has been kind of a hearkening back to almost Staten Island in the way that we got to visit a new chunk every time.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had the opportunity to do that. And it's nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice, and it's been, it has definitely felt like we're more on vacation a bit and exploring
Yeah.
a lot more. It is
Yeah.
nice to feel like I don't know what we're gonna see each day, and I don't know ahead of time sort of like what each neighborhood or area or park or whatnot is gonna show us.
Right. Yeah.
And I think, yeah, just in general, since this is our last week being in the Bronx, it's definitely been, for me, I feel like I've learned a lot more about what the Bronx actually feels like.
Yeah.
I think before this month, really my only experience was coming to Yankees games, going to Arthur Avenue, having been to Pelham Bay and Orchard Beach once, and I took a class in Mott Haven,
Yeah.
so I was coming into Mott Haven once a week for 6 months, and I'd say that was probably the time that I actually got to feel like I was involved in some part of a neighborhood, but that's only just one really small section of this huge borough, and it's the part it's one of the neighborhoods that's the closest to the city. So over there it definitely feels very urban and crowded, and
Yeah,
like
let's get to that in a minute. I want to unpack the Bronx, but I want to finish up with the park first.
Okay.
Just because we haven't brought up the fact that now we can see the whole bridge
Oh yes.
in all of its glory, and there's not much more until we get to the base. But yeah, I agree with you with what you're saying. It's been an eye-opener to walk through here and discover all the different areas. The bridge here, you can see on the other side Francis Lewis Park in Queens, which is an area that we've been to, obviously, because we've been everywhere. And you can see the little spit of green lawn there. It's a really nice park as well. Not nearly as big as this one, but it probably has the best view of a bridge in Queens, and one of the best bridge parks, period.
Yeah.
But I said that before I come here. This is that's just if you want to sit with a blanket and have a nice little backdrop, whereas this park here has
Way
space
more.
and walkable, a way to be somewhere for a day. It's nice. As you can see, a lot of people fishing as well, and you can just make out, it'll grow as we go, the Throgs Neck in the distance there. Do you have a preference, the Throgs Neck or the Whitestone? Can you think of any stories that you've...
I'm more familiar with the Whitestone.
Yeah.
I feel like I've driven over the Whitestone so many times, both leaving the city and coming back.
Yeah.
And I think the feeling of oh my gosh, finally we're seeing signs for the Whitestone, we're almost home.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely associate it with that. I did a lot of trips up to Massachusetts with when I worked at Sharktooth.
Yeah.
And I would often be driving a cargo van back into the city filled with awesome textiles after like 12 hours of searching for them in the heat. So, and it's like a 5-hour drive or something. And so I'd usually be really tired by the time I'd get here. And the Whitestone would be like, okay, I'm almost there. Also, like, time to drink the Mountain Dew and get my eyes sharp because we're getting into the city. That's totally my association with it. What about you?
I don't know. I guess the Throgs Neck has more hold for me for some reason. I think, well, first of all, the name might be the best name of all the bridges.
It's a good name.
I just like saying it. And there's a song by the Mountain Goats called Going to Port Washington that references it.
Huh.
And I always think about that when I hear that. And I don't know. They actually kind of, their oh boy, the name, there's a technical term, and I'm sure we talked about it when we did our Three Bridges walk.
Right.
But the name of the
suspension?
The steeple that is in the middle here that we're looking at right now, I believe that they have the same design.
Yeah, they look really similar.
Yeah. You can actually, we ventured to guess that the Throgs Neck is the one that you can see from Pelham Bay Park, based on the video that we did last week. And you can like make the two of the towers like line up from the Pelham Bay Park, and that was a little fun exercise we did while we were out there.
Well, it also turned out we were looking for the bathrooms, and it turned out that when the bridges align is right. Where the bathrooms are.
It was like Goonies or something. You're holding up a medallion to the landscape, and then a bathroom appeared. But yeah, now we're under the bridge truly, and you can see the kind of construction-y setup right now, which I guess is permanent. You know, like,
I don't know.
They're never going to change it from something like, I guess you kind of always need to have access to the bridge for
I guess that's
construction.
True.
So no reason to change it into more of a park situation. But yeah, it's a cool view from under here. Kind of loud, not as loud as maybe you might expect. There's the Throgs over there. At the base of that, again, is the Maritime College. Wow, what do you think those giant... They look like almost computer wires hanging down. Do you see them?
Yeah. I think this bridge is probably the first computer. No, I don't know. It might be like, do you think it's like for water?
Jeez, I don't think so. I think they're just really thick coils. That's interesting.
I don't think that scaffolding is always there.
Yeah. So there you go. This is the tip of Ferry Point. And we can see from over here, we walk past it later, but I don't think we'll walk past it on this podcast. Actually, maybe we'll go down a little bit. You can see it a little better. Down to the water. Ooh. Sounds buckly up there. If we look to the left, we see the Trump Links Golf Course, which is branded outside the entrance. It's not branded here.
Yeah.
But it is a links-style golf course, which is a style of golf course that's popular over in Europe, and particularly like Scotland.
Yeah.
And it was designed by Jack Nicklaus, who's a famous golfer. And it is a public course. However, in 2021, the city severed ties with it. You can be a public course and not be associated with the city, but it was associated with the city in after the Capitol insurrection, de Blasio came out and said he didn't want any business with the Trump people. So I'm not really sure what the status of it is right now. But
Yeah.
when you drive over the Whitestone going out, you can see in classic Trump stylings, it's branded in
Yeah.
with his name.
Yeah, that's true. That is something that always, you know, I'm on the Whitestone, I'm leaving the city, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Right.
oh.